That's amazing, you know? And that's one of the reasons why we do the Veteran Homeowners Club and educate people, because this is more than a home purchase. This is a lifestyle change, you know? So it's awesome. I do have a question. What advice would you give a person that is transitioning through the Marine Corps in regard to home ownership?
Don't wait. Start now. Start now, because if I would have done it when I was a sergeant, like I said, I would probably own 3 or 4 properties. I would think now, with my mindset a little more mature, I wish I would have known more about it and done it sooner. So don't wait. Don't delay. Do it now. Do it now. Not because the interest rates, if you're waiting for the market to go down, whatever, just go for it. You know, as long as you have a stable job and you can afford it, why not go for it?
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, let's freaking go. This is Tony Glenn checking in with the Sitrep podcast, where we help you win in real estate. And today we have no other than my man, brother extraordinaire, half a millionaire, first sergeant, selected sergeant major from a third world country, Cortez. Welcome to the podcast, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. What the only thing that on the intro we forgot to stand attention for saying Ring Hill. So hey,
that's good, man. So man, we have a crazy story to tell. We want to know how you made close to $500,000 in purchasing a property in less than 3 years. Can you talk about that? Where'd you buy at?
All right, I bought it right at the Homeowner area here in Oceanside, right at the Trifecta City. Definitely, it was just the best experience I ever had. I was nervous as a young sergeant, as a young staff sergeant, and as a gunner sergeant. I finally made up my mind to go for it and end up taking the realms into owning a home. You know, that's what we always wanted to. So. We definitely got in contact with you, and you definitely helped me out with a good real estate agent, and I was able to get all those process to get the house of our dream, my wife wanted, and myself and my kids.
Man, that's magnificent. So let's talk about how everything started. So you contacted me. I put you in contact with Ian Jensen, the realtor, the beard model extraordinaire.
That's right.
U.S. Marine Corps commanding. That's right. So now let's talk about it. I want to talk about it from a real estate perspective. Like, what challenges what was the hardest part with getting started? How many offers did you guys put in on houses?
God, a lot. That was the hardest thing, I think. It was we kept finding the right houses. I think we looked at maybe like 10 of them, and every time they outbid us or they were paying it. But he kept very persistent in helping me.
And we canceled a couple too. Remember that first junkie one?
Oh yes.
Yeah, this was a great one. But then the guy did all the work himself. You know, and it was definitely a little bit risky.
Yes. So
he got out of that one.
Having him as my wingman to help me find the right house, that helped me a lot, because we fell in love with the house. All of a sudden, no, this thing, it's this, it's that. So that really helped us feel more at ease, that he knew what he was doing and what he was, what we were looking for, the right stuff. And right there, from the first time with the house, a junkie house, we got to he earned our trust, because it was really hard for the first time home buyer. We're nervous.
Yeah.
Is this the right guy? Is this guy's in the best interest for us? Or is he just trying
to make the money?
Yes. So, and the more we get to know him, the better, the more comfortable, and the wife was more at ease too. So that makes it super easy for me. So yeah.
Yeah. Hear ye, vets. Hey, check this out, man. We got Federal Navy or Federal Pentagon, if y'all catch my drift, or AAUS. That's not where you're going to learn how to win in real estate with your VA home loan entitlement. Listen up. If you're trying to get to the bag and win in real estate with your VA home loan entitlement, the Sitrep podcast is where you're going to get real information and real vets teaching you how to scale and win in real estate with your VA home loan entitlement with the VA loan Masterclass, baby. Let's go. If you want more information, hit us up at wire10k.com, where we help you win with the VA loan. And also, what we're going to be covering is how you can leverage your VA home loan entitlement to actually buy other investment properties. Okay. So we're not just about veterans winning in real estate with the VA loan. We're also going to show you how to build your portfolio with the VA home loan entitlement and other alternative investments. If you want more information, hit us up at wire10k.com, where we have Sitrep podcasts coming to a theater near you. Let's freaking go.
Definitely.
So I do have a question, Ian. Now let me. I'm gonna ask Ian a question. So let's talk about it. What was his biggest fear? Because you're gonna give it to me raw. Let's unpack it.
Basically, getting a house that had too much wrong with it. That was the biggest thing, or the one that wasn't the best place for his children. That was definitely he was looking for a spot for his kids where they could grow up and have a good space to go to school and all that. And eventually that's what we found. But but even that junkie house where you were willing to, you still had the big picture in mind, because it had a great yard and a good space, and it was a nice neighborhood and all that. It's just, it needed a 40 grand worth of a roof, stuff like that. So once we, it had to have the right things for your family, which is what you were. So it just took a long time to get those right ones in there, and then to find the right ones. And then we were finding the right ones, but we weren't. There was. It was right when everybody was jumping into the real estate market pretty hard.
Oh, so it was pretty tough to get offers accepted.
No,
basically.
It was what, March?
Yes,
March of
started.
2020. Mm-hmm. So that was right when everything was just really going into third gear.
Yes,
and then everything took off from there. So, but yeah, perfect timing for me being.
No, wait a minute. Hold on now. So, brother, so you mean to tell me March of 2020 to June of 2022, your property has increased in value over close to $500,000?
Yes, it has.
That's insane.
It is.
So tell me about this house. How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms?
So this house is just a 3-bedroom houses. It had a bonus room in the back behind the garage. That bonus room, we were able to turn it into a ADU, which we're now renting it.
Okay.
We're making some passive income coming in. But it has 3 bedrooms and 2 full bath, and a quarter of an acre of a space for my kids to play, which we fell in love with that.
With a view.
With a view. So it's
near Oceanside.
Near Oceanside,
the beach.
15 minutes away from the beach.
And like 10 minutes away from Camp Pendleton.
10 minutes away from Camp Pendleton.
Perfect
That's correct,
house.
yes.
Now, I really want to put an exclamation point on that, because, going from looking at this and then being in your career, right? You've been able to progress. And just so you guys know, this dude was the loudest guy at MCRD teaching a Marine Corps martial arts program. That's how I met him, right? So going from a sergeant to a first sergeant, I mean, getting a property is almost like getting promoted, isn't it?
It definitely is. The quality of life, the serenity coming to your house of just feeling taking your feet off and going to the backyard and the grass is different when you're renting. So that peace of mind your family gets, your kids seeing them out there opening the sliding door and they just run out there and play and throw frisbees and everything like that, you can't take that away from them. They could break something and I can fix it. I don't have to worry about somebody like I gotta pay them to do this or the other, because I enjoy doing that with them. So.
You know what? And your story is more unique in nature because you're not from America, right?
No, I was actually born in El Salvador.
So from El Salvador, joined the world's finest fighting force.
That's right.
Got promoted to the Diamond. You're at Blue Diamond now,
yes,
right?
I am.
Okay. One of the most decorated units in the Marine Corps, and then now you are a real estate investor. Man, how does it feel?
It's almost surreal. Every time I come home after work, it's almost like I never thought I come from a third world country who grew up without shoes. I escaped during the Civil War. I came here when I was 9. My father immigrated here because of Civil War, and he applied because of Civil War that was going over there, brought us over here. And for me to be able to live the American dream here and be able, not only that, be able to serve this nation, but be able to own a house, it can't get any better than that to me right now, because my family's happy, my kids are happy. I feel very excited coming to my new home, and yeah, it's great.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, man, when you was telling that story, my chin was shaking. I was like, I start blowing and stuff. I'm like, That's a great story, man, because what's crazy about doing this business is it never, ever ceases to amaze me. You never know people's background until you actually everybody sees you as a, walking around being a successful Marine, acting sergeant major, by the way, that tells you where he's going, right? And fully, highly decorated Marine, combat veteran, right? Yes. Buying that property, you have the stability to know that your family is coming home to something in the event something happens to you that they own, man. That's amazing, And that's one of the reasons why we do the Veteran Homeowners Club and educate people, because this is more than a home purchase. This is a lifestyle change, So it's awesome. I do have a question. What advice would you give a person that is transitioning through the Marine Corps in regard to home ownership?
Don't wait. Start now. Start now, because if I would have done it when I was a sergeant, like I said, I would probably own 3 or 4 properties. I would think now, with my mindset a little more mature, I wish I would have known more about it and done it sooner. So don't wait. Don't delay. Do it now. Do it now. Not because the interest rates, if you're waiting for the market to go down, whatever, just go for it. As long as you have a stable job and you can afford it, why not go for it?
That's good advice. So. That's good advice. And Ian, talk to us about your progression through the process. Like, what was the roadblocks, and then how were you able to put the family at ease in regard to your experience?
So first things first, once we got out there was obviously, just getting to know each other, trust each other. And then once we got on the ball going, we had to write a lot of offers out there. Every door that we were going to had 15 families ready to go in there. Every single house. That was when you could buy a house in Oceanside for under 600. You know what I mean? It was bonkers. So we just kept at it. It was probably 4 or 6 weeks.
Yes.
Before we even got an offer accepted.
Yes.
Went through that process. And he got to experience the home inspection process and go through everything right there. And that's when we found out the house that wasn't the best. Realized the repair situations that you were up against. Backed it off. Canceled it. Got everything back. Got his deposit back. You can always get your deposit back.
Oh, wait, let me pause right there. So I definitely want to say something about that, right? So you guys wrote offers and canceled escrow. Mm-hmm. How was that process, right? And this is the difference between having an experienced agent, because a lot of people think that they're going to lose their deposit if they cancel. But how was that process? Can you talk me through that?
I just want to say it was flawless. At first, we were nervous when we went the first time, and then the way he handled it, don't worry about it. We got it. He explained to us, and then I'm like, all right, we're still a little bit on these. And they're like, we let him handle it, and then it was flawless. It was over. We move on to the next house, and that's what he told me. Like, just don't worry about it. We'll go to the next house, continue looking for houses, and we didn't stop the process looking for houses. We just continue looking for houses. So.
Yeah, and then that house, like, to be honest, your deal specifically taught me a lot of different things going on, because even when we got there, that we got once we got the house, we had to put in a strong offer just to win it, but and the agent didn't know VA, so all of a sudden we came in and they didn't realize that it came in under appraisal, so he even saved $20,000 on the appraisal from there.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay, so
she didn't understand.
So basically, y'all overbid for the property.
Yes.
I knew the agent didn't know VA.
The appraisal came in higher, 20,000.
Came in lower.
Came in lower.
Yeah.
So you went into the house with $20,000.
Yeah.
Man, why do I not have no chicken nuggets, man? Come on, man. What is going on here, man? I'm supposed to be getting these chicken nuggets from. Can I get at least one chicken nugget from Chick-fil-A? This is awesome. I'm playing with you, man. But wow, that's amazing. So $20,000 going into the property. Over asking price in Oceanside. Now you're at $1 million. Now that you have achieved all of these things, what's next? What do you think the next play is?
Retirement, probably. I don't know. We'll see. It feels like almost retirement to own a house, but it's just we haven't decided. So our long-time goal is, when I get out of the military, is to eventually continue to pursue into a franchise business. Go into the franchise and own a franchise one day. Maybe by when we're in our 50s, more myself, I'm always gonna be in her 20s and stuff. But we're looking into that. So for now, after my career ends in the military, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on her and invest as much time and help her with the kids more now, So that was a part-time father, and that could be a full-time father. And she
I
could
love
be,
that.
She could be a full-time, get her degrees and focus on getting our franchise. So that's our next big step that we're trying to do after this.
And you know what's crazy? What you know what I love about that story is because you investing in home ownership basically her sacrifice, right? Because when you're at work, she's holding the fort down,
Yes,
right? Taking care of the family and doing everything else. So military spouses definitely put their life and their career on hold because they have to step in the role of being the husband or the wife during that time. So your investment, right, facilitates that money that she would get for that sacrifice. So that's really cool, man. And I'm excited to see you get Sergeant Major.
we'll see.
We know it's coming. How long have you been in the Marine Corps?
21 year here. Coming in October, I'll be at 21 years.
Okay. All right. So many blessings to you in regard to that, man. We hope to see you. We really appreciate you trusting us in regard to that process, the home buying process. Man, it's been a wild ride. Now, I got a story. Back in the day, I was a really nice drill instructor. All right. So he was able to meet me down at MCRD San Diego. I would definitely say, stay in contact with the people that care about you. Because those people can put you in positions to win, and I'm honored for our staff to be able to help you with your VA home loan entitlement and then also making you become a real estate investor. But most important, I think, is that you are changing the trajectory of your financial stability through home ownership. So definitely. It's been an awesome podcast, man. My man Cortez on the ones and twos, man, and Ian Jensen. Ian, how can they reach you?
Everybody can reach me at Jensitron at Instagram, JENSETRON. And on Facebook, just Google my name, Ian Jensen.
Outstanding. And hey, man, you can reach us at wire10k.com. And hey, I got a special announcement to make. We are having a VA home loan masterclass coming to a theater near you. If you want more information, make sure you follow us on Facebook at wire10k or follow us on Instagram at Win in Real Estate. I'm Anthony Glenn, your Sitrep podcast host, United States Marine Corps, retired, and I am out. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.